Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our new convention vlog. The con man, that's me, Brian Daniels. This is my awesome wife, Raven.
So,
What's going on? Before we get into this vlog, we want to first off thank you for watching this video. And as always, please do us a favor and subscribe to us here on the domain GPCE, which stands for Gaming, Pop Culture, and Entertainment. Those are the things that we cover: video games, movies, TV shows, a plethora of things like that word. And another thing we cover is, well, conventions. Yeah. So we're going to get right into the vlog. And this is from PopCon Louisville this year. And then stick around after the vlog is over because Raven and I, we got some thoughts about PopCon Louisville this year. So stick around and enjoy Con Man at PopCon Louisville 2024. I am in Louisville, Kentucky this weekend, and this is the Kentucky International Convention Center downtown in Louisville, and we will be at PopCon Louisville. This is the second year that PopCon is coming to Louisville. They've been here last year. Last year they were at a different venue. They were at the Kentucky International Expo Center, or Exposition Center. I probably just got that wrong. Anyway, I am down here on 4th and Jefferson Street, right here in front of the Kick. And we're going to be hanging out this weekend right here at PopCon Louisville. I'm super excited because they're down here, which I think is a far better and bigger venue than the one they were at last year, which was at the Exposition Center, which is over by the airport, which is also right next to Kentucky Kingdom. So I'm going to be heading inside. So I'll see you guys in there. What's going on, everybody? I'm Brian Daniels, and I am in the Kentucky International Convention Center here in downtown Louisville for PopCon Louisville 2024. It's the second year that PopCon has come back to downtown Louisville, actually the first time they've been in downtown Louisville. The second year they've been in Louisville. The first year they were here, they were over at the Exposition Center, which is where the Kentucky State Fair is currently taking place. And I'm super excited to be here downtown Louisville at this amazing convention center. There's going to be a lot of things for you to do. This is coming out after, so I'm going to be checking out a whole lot of panels. We're going to be walking the vendor hall. And, of course, we're going to see some cosplay. And I want to bring Josh over here, who is a cosplayer, and he's got a very interesting cosplay to show you. What's going on, Josh? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Like, this is my first year here at PopCon Louisville. I'm very excited.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, what are you cosplaying here for?
I am a dinosaur wrangler, and this is my dinosaur Velociraptor, which I named Riptor, which is off of a video game of Killer Instinct.
I love that game. Yeah, okay.
That's what I named after, and you see it has the whole entire thing. Looks like I'm riding it, and also doing a little.
That's awesome, man. So have you been to a PopCon before?
Yeah, I've been to a few of them in Indy, in Indianapolis.
Okay.
And like I said, this is I know you guys are here. They're doing it twice. This is my first year here, so in Louisville for PopCon.
Nice. Right on, man. So it's your first year at the Louisville PopCon. Nice. It's their second year here. What do you think about this convention center so far, man?
It's a little bit different from. I can say that. It's
the Indy Convention Center, yeah. That's the one we both know about.
Right, yeah, it's different. It's nice. And it's just set up a little bit differently, but it's pretty good. I just, like I said earlier, I'm excited. Can't wait to get in and see how everything's set up and meet new people. And
yeah, man. So. What is it that, why do you come to PopCon? What is it about PopCon that you enjoy? What is it that some people, because this is going up after the weekend, right. So what might they be missing out on, or what are some things you're looking forward to when you come to PopCon?
Well, some of the things, I mean, I've always been like dressing up as comic book characters or just stuff like this. For example, just something one of my hobbies that I've always liked doing and enjoy meeting new people who are into the same stuff as me. And for anybody, I guess for anybody who would be missing out, I mean, I could only suggest that come down to either PopCon or any of the other conventions that are throughout the years in different locations. And even if you don't like to dress up, just come in and enjoy yourself and have fun.
All right. Well, Josh, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with me. And make sure to check out Josh's cosplay. And you've got some other cosplays this weekend as well. We were talking about it over there. But thank you guys, and we're going to be heading in to the vendor hall soon. All right, guys, we're going in, and we're in before the masses come in here. And this is as soon as you walk in to PopCon Louisville. This is the vendor hall. And immediately to your right, when you walk in here, you've got the PopCon merch booth. Lots and lots and lots of merch. I absolutely dig this I Love PopCon shirt right here. Super, super cool. Deadpool, Wolverine. Got to have that. They've got all sorts of merch here. Got some lanyards. I might be having to pick up a few of these lanyards as well at some point. You got the hat, which I'm rocking today. All sorts of merch. I actually own that shirt too, the Galaga one. Super dig that. You got some. I like these PopCon Louisville. You got some PopCon Louisville little water cups there, and you got the VIP shirt there as well. So we're just gonna take a walk around. It is noon. Nobody's in here yet. So nobody's in here yet. So you're gonna get a little bit of a exclusive access, if you will, to the floor before anybody else does. Which is pretty nice. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if there's anything you see here that you would have bought had you have been here. But yeah, we'll just keep walking around. We'll see if anybody wants to chat. And all sorts of custom-made wares, which are super cool. Lots of people here for vending. And I can't wait to see this place full. You've got some RPG games here too. Super cool. I love these, man. These are really cool. It's really cool. Oh, that's a neat. Dark Places and Demigorgons. That's pretty nice. Nice, nice, nice. How you doing, man? You got the Louisville anime community here. How's it going, man? That's good. You want to tell the folks at home what you guys are all about? Oh, you can take the mic. Go for it, man.
Okay, then. So we are the Louisville anime community. So we are a bit of a social group right now. We do lots of events here in the city, get-togethers, online events, just letting other people know here in the city that there's other individuals like them who love anime just as much as they do.
Nice, nice. And let me see that real quick.
Yes.
What is it that you guys are doing here today at PopCon?
Let's see now. So we're just letting our presence be known right here for the most part. However, if you do come by and give us a little name and information, we do have a couple of shirts that we're all raffling off to get people to come on by. But really, it's just letting people know about ourselves, letting them know that, hey, you don't have to just always be online to enjoy your fandoms, enjoy your anime, enjoy your Gundam or whatnot. You can come out and meet other individuals in your local area who share those passions with you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, man. Definitely appreciate that. All right. Go check out the Louisville anime community. Got a big booth set up down here. And we're going to keep going. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. All right. Let's keep walking and see if there's anybody else here. We're here, a little early. And as I said, there's nobody. There's nobody here yet. It's just the vendors. They're patiently awaiting for people to come in. How you doing? and hoping that we got the 501st over here too. You got the 501st over here at PopCon Louisville. Let's go. They got some cards. Nice. Got some cards here. They got some candy in the Stormtrooper helmet. Let's go. I love seeing the 501st all the conventions I go to. It's super cool. They got the Derby City squad out here. And they've also got some little areas over here for you to, take some photos in front of, some little backdrops, some little, little set pieces, if you will. Even got a little prison, little cage here for you. And they all go to Norton Children's Hospital. So if you want to donate, you can pause the video and scan there to donate to Norton Children's Hospital. It's local here in Louisville. All right, how's it going, man? Hello. And let's go in here and showing off all the stuff that's going to be here at PopCon Louisville this weekend for you guys to check out and see. Hello. They've even got the Cobra, Commander's throne. This is cool. That's pretty wicked. I know Josh is gonna love that when he comes out here. This is Friday, by the way, of PopCon. So we're out here. Oh, they got the little sabak table. Sabak, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's super cool. I super love that. They got Anime Crossroads over here. What's going on? So you want to tell everybody what Anime Crossroads is all about?
Anime Crossroads is Indiana's longest running anime convention, and we are going on our 15th year next year. We'll be in the end of February of 2025, so come see us in Plainfield, not too far away from downtown Indy. We're a lot of fun. We got all the panels. We're up all night with you guys for the EDPs. Come party.
I have actually never been to an anime con.
You should come join us.
Well, I know my friend Megan helps you guys out, right? Yeah. All right. Well, when is Anime Crossroads next going to be?
So it is going to be the third weekend of February.
Perfect. I might have to come out and do a vlog. Yeah. Come and hang out. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
The voice actors. There's our first two.
Oh, they got some voice actors already. Here you go. So there you go. Anime Crossroads is going to be February 21st and 23rd. You said it's in Plainfield. And you guys should go check it out. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, let's see what we got. Oh, they got a little speeder bike over here. This is wicked. Okay, now this is pretty cool. Little speeder bike action over here. They've got this big AT-AT that's downed over here, which is super cool. I super dig that. So yeah, everybody's kind of getting ready. Of course, these guys don't even show up. Freaking established facts. Where are you guys at? I might have to take one of your belts and just, declare myself the champion. Might have to just start declaring myself as the established facts champion since they're not here. Anyway, let's see what else we can get into. What trouble can we get into while we're here wandering around? Starbase Indy, that's another good con to come check out as well. Excuse me. Let's see what else we got here. We got some artists over here. This is a really nice space, by the way. There's a lot of artists and people setting up. I think some still kind of setting up as well. And then there's the podcast stage, which is where we'll be at, is going to be over there. And I already see someone that I'm going to probably have to give some attention and some time to as well, which is my good buddy Brandon Peters. I think I might just have to go bother him. He looks like he's doing so much work over here. He's working real hard, with his crown on and everything. Working so hard for the money that the millions of dollars that he gets to do this. He works hard for the money. So since you're not here this weekend, Brandon Peters does the live podcast stage every year, and so you'll have to go and check it out when you're here. If you weren't here, this is what you missed out on. So, just gonna keep walking around a little bit, and maybe we'll talk to a few people while we're wandering around. Let's go to the far side. I see a couple friends of mine, but I'm not gonna bother them right now. Let's see here. We got some artists and authors over here. The Writers Row, which is pretty cool. Love to see it. Love to see it. There's so many people here. I'm so excited. Hi. Super excited to be here. Oh, we got a claw machine. Oh, y'all, I might have to do this. I'm a sucker for a claw game. I'm a sucker for a claw machine. I got Donkey Kong in there. What is in here? Oh, nice. Okay. We might have to stop by this booth at some point this weekend and do the claw game. So we're still walking through. And if you don't know, I'm always looking for unique vendors because we like talking to vendors here. We like to talk to people as you know that are setting up and sharing their wares. Oh, I love these shirts. Let's go. You got some shirts here. Run D&D. I love that. That's a great one. You got a Spaceball shirt. Waffle House. All right. Freaking awesome. Got some figures down here for sale too as well. Got my wife would love the ghost face. Love it. Love it. Got the bar of soap from Fight Club down there too, which is pretty cool. Awesome. Love checking out all of the different, things that people have that they're sharing, and that's what's fun about going to a con. Is how you doing, man? I'm doing pretty great, thanks. Is all of the different things that people have. Oh my God, they've got a Barbie box. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty awesome. Over here is the gaming area. So there's a ton of different tabletop games that you can demo throughout the weekend while you're here, such as the Great British Baking Show game. They've got tons of other games. They got Horrified. I've always been curious about Horrified. Horrified always looked to me like it was a pretty cool game. So you can come here and play a whole bunch of different tabletop games. It's pretty sweet. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. I'm at PopCon Louisville 2024. We're at the Kentucky International Convention Center, and I have got my friend Peter Prankster over here, and his friend. What is your name?
We're from Walmart.
Okay, all right. And what are you thinking about? You guys were at PopCon Indy earlier this year.
Yeah.
What do you think about PopCon Louisville?
Well, we don't know yet. It hasn't started, but I think we're going to have a good time, no matter what.
That's very, very true. So, is this your first time here in Louisville?
First time in Kentucky.
In Kentucky. Oh, man. What do you think about being in Kentucky so far?
It's interesting because they have water here.
There's a lot of water here. Do you like to go swimming?
Not in that water. It looks dirty. It scares me.
You don't want to swim in the Ohio River?
I thought this was Kentucky.
I know, man. I know. It's super weird. The weird part, too, is that Kentucky owns the Ohio River that's in front of Louisville. Isn't that weird?
That's so weird.
So, where can people find you at if they want to watch your content?
You can follow me, except for not to the bathroom, but anywhere else is fine, in person. Or you can follow me online at Peter Prankster on any platform you want.
Perfect.
TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
Perfect. All right. Well, I do appreciate you taking just a little bit of time with me here today at PopCon Louisville. You guys got to come out and see Peter Prankster. This guy's very talented. He works with various. You can see a lot of the puppets here. Got a cat over here, and you've got some other puppets as well. Thank you so much for taking the time today. We appreciate you guys.
Of course. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. All right, so I'm heading down to these meeting rooms, which are more panel rooms here at PopCon Louisville. Down the escalator. This is the escalator right next to the entrance of the vendor hall upstairs. And you've got the laser zone. Looks like over here. I've not been down here yet. So, lots of panel rooms. There's an escape room over here, which looks pretty cool. Over here. Some workshop rooms. The magic room with the magicians are over here as well. They've got their own separate little area to go in. VIP lounge is in there, which is pretty cool. But lots of different panel rooms in here. You got the Icon Gaming lounge or tournament stuff is over here as well. And then here's the other open board gaming area, which is right here. So this is just an open gaming area where you can go and play board games galore. More panel rooms. Panel rooms galore. So there you go. All right, so this is the Icon tournament area. Right here, they got some tournaments going on coming up. Mario Kart 8 at 5, Mortal Kombat at 5, and Super Smash Brothers Doubles 7:30. And this is the Icon video gaming area here at PopCon Louisville. We're gonna walk inside. I'll show you guys what to expect here. What's going on. As soon as you walk in, you got a few little tables with stuff here to purchase. Got some pop figures. I'm a big pop figure guy, so got some chases down there. Some panels with some comics on them, comic book panels on. A few more vendors and such over here. A ton of plushies. Which is really cool. Ooh, I like the Eevee. It's cute. Freaking cute. Oh, look at the Pikachu. Oh, so dang adorable. Lots and lots of plushies. So when you go in here, there's all sorts of gaming stations to play. So you have to check in before you start, but you've got, Super Smash going on. People are playing Smash over here. Got a game of Smash going on right here. Lots of different stations to game. And this is, as I said before, where the tournaments are going to be held at. So I'll be playing Smash over here as well. And then you got plenty of spaces for just kind of hanging out and sitting down and everything. Looks like somebody actually has Guitar Hero going on as well. I might have to jump on that. I'm a big Guitar Hero fan. There's some more stuff over here to pick up, purchase. Ooh, that's cool. I got a signed Zordon thing going on right here as well. It's pretty cool. Playing Guitar Hero. Freaking awesome. And then if we go over here, got some more consoles. Got a Xbox Series S, a few S's set up with some fighting games like Street Fighter over there. So definitely a lot of video gaming to be done here at PopCon that you'll definitely get your fill. They got a big screen here, and I'm assuming this is where the tournaments are going to be played. Got some chairs set up here where all the tournament action will be at. People will be able to sit down, big seating area over here. So that's all the gaming that you'll be able to do as far as video games go here at PopCon Louisville. All right, so here at the ground floor at PopCon Louisville, they have a magic room, and you can see that they're doing some magic right here for some people, and lots of magic that you can check out here at PopCon Louisville. You should have been here. You missed out if you didn't get to come. But they got a room you can go in, and they do some magic for you in the room as well. Some of the magicians were from the show Fool Us, Penn and Teller magic show. So you can see he's doing some magic for some people here as well. Pretty cool. So what you guys are seeing here is Betty's Burlesque. They are a Southern Indiana-based burlesque troupe, and they did some nerdlesque here at PopCon Louisville. And obviously I can't show all of this because it's not for, it's not YouTube friendly for the most part. But this was great. Really enjoyed this show. Also, for those wondering why I can't have the audio, it's because they played a lot of licensed music. And, I have to make it good for YouTube, unfortunately. So, but definitely worth it. They put on a great show. Really enjoyed their burlesque show. I love a good burlesque show. And these folks did an amazing job putting on a show for everyone. And if you happen to have the opportunity to go to a burlesque show, highly recommend going to see one. And if you happen to be in the Southern Indiana, Louisville area, definitely go check out a Betty's Burlesque show when you're able to. Lots of fun. Definitely worth checking out. Highly recommend them.
Here, I got you here in the glasses, sir.
Mr. Paul is just a piece of that.
No, he's my barista.
Right. I have a side hustle at Starbucks. Yes, sir, here in the back.
Mr. Paul, what is your weakness since you're enemy Mr.
That is a great question. You know what? I'm going to open that up to the whole panel. What is your weakness? And what was the second part of that question? What is your weakness? Question mark.
As everyone's weakness is during this time, pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice is right. Yes.
Word.
All right. Lady Terror. Same question.
I would say that my weakness is probably the fact that I have to cry myself to sleep when I get the tingles and can't help. That's actually like a really heavy thing. The existential guilt that I deal with on a daily basis
Right.
from not being able to, stop whatever's causing the tingling.
That's fair.
It's kind of like if Spider-Man had spider sense but nothing else.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, who's gonna believe just some random chick from the Midwest when she says, "Please, no, don't board that train. I could just get carted away by the
I
cops."
had a tingle in my arm once after a bad fall. Is that the same?
See a doctor.
Oh.
And lastly, Mr. Pink, what is your weakness?
Being awake, it's something. If you chill, you're not awake and you can sleep and you can just whatever. Look at the,
Oh my word.
Okay, right, yeah, all right, okay. Yes, last question here, sir, in the blue shirt.
What does your spouse think about your superpowers?
Oh, that is a great question. So for those of you who have significant others, I'm assuming all of you, what does your significant other or spouse think about your special powers? Starting with you, Mr. Pink.
She calls me lazy a lot because she calls me lazy and I'm like, hey, I don't care, it's fine. I'm just gonna it's good, it's all right. It's fine. Let's chill.
Okay, Mr. Fall.
She really wishes I'd take my parachute.
Okay, all right. I feel like safety is important in this kind of a situation.
But I have a harness. I'm using it this whole time.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Safety first. All right. And last, Lady Terror.
So we are actually currently considered separated, not divorced, because, like I said earlier, the tingles really do tend to weird people out. And, like if you live with somebody every day who's constantly dealing with horrible, atrocious acts of terror weighing on their conscience, it gets a little hard to deal with. So, thanks for asking.
Lady Terror, are you saying that your significant other doesn't give you the tingles?
Not those.
Oh.
I'm going to open it up to the panel. Panel, could you give me individually, as superheroes, one message of hope that we might be able to take with us after we leave this place? Starting with you, Mr. Pink.
you know, life is like a nap. You sleep and then you just keep sleeping, and it's okay. It's okay. Just keep you on the ground. It's all right. You know, just go to sleep.
It's like a nap.
It's okay, sleep. Great job. Okay, you here in the middle, Mr. Fall.
The best thing to ever happen to me was to fall for my wife.
Nice. All right. And last but certainly not least, Lady Terror.
So, no matter how small or inconsequential you may feel in life, you're actually probably right. And if you try to do something, the authorities aren't going to believe you. So just give up and go do whatever it is you want to do, I guess.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our panel of superheroes. Thank you, Mr. Fall. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brian Daniels here at PopCon Louisville 2024. It's Saturday, and I got Bryce holding the camera over there, and we're going to try to maybe talk to a few people real fast. Let's go over here real quick, see if these guys over here wanna chat. You guys down for a quick interview? Tell us about PopCon. What do you guys think so far? Yeah, I don't care. Whoever wants to talk. Yeah. You want to chat?
Sure.
All right, cool. What's going on, man? We're just kind of talking to people about how they feel about PopCon so far. And I'm Brian, by the way. Lee?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man. Is this your first convention?
Oh no.
No? Oh, he's like, no. We got a pro over here. Okay, good.
I think my wife was our first convention actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is this her first one?
No. This was maybe like 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've been to a few. This is my second PopCon, probably like my 5th actual convention.
Perfect. So is this your first PopCon?
Second.
Oh, so you went to PopCon Louisville last year?
Last year?
Or was it Indy?
Oh no, yeah, I went to last year. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I think that's the thing. I was like, I've been to a few.
Yeah, right. I know. I've been going to cons for like 20 years. I get it. I've been to a ton.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just gotta go to more, to be honest.
I know, right? Do you live here? You local?
Hmm?
Oh, good. We got a local. Let's go. So what have you thought about PopCon Louisville so far?
Oh, it's been great. I've had the friendliest conversations with so many fellow nerds about the most random topics, and it's been really great. This guy over there had art that was the Outcast album cover, but it was Miles Morales and then the punk rocker from the Spider-Man movie.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rad, dude. What else have you like really enjoyed, or have you met any celebrity guests yet?
Not yet, because I didn't realize Luke Cage was here, so I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I gotta get Luke Cage's autograph.
Yeah.
I haven't met any yet. We just seen them. What I love is because there's so many, the lines aren't super long. You go to cons, there might be like less celebrities, and the lines are super long. It's hard to get a. No, this is great. I love it.
So would you say you recommend PopCon?
Absolutely.
That's good to hear. Have you had a chance to scour the vendor hall? Because that's where we're at right now.
I've been on the outskirts. You got to do a loop.
You got to do at least one. You got to do at least one loop when you go to a con. Yeah.
Look first. Don't buy first.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah. Don't. That's what I say too. Because like you might see something like right off the bat that you're like, oh man, and then it's like half your budget. And then you buy the thing, and then you see something else. You're like, "Damn, I really missed out."
I know, absolutely. And on top of that, a lot of the really cool crossover fan art that you'll see at cons that you like. You ever see pictures online that go viral that look cool, and you can get them at cons. You can't always order them. You can't always find them, but at cons, like last year, I bought a Mandalorian samurai crossover.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Yeah, but it was only something I saw online. I'd never seen it in a place, and I was like, "Oh, I need that."
Okay.
So. And I only wanted everything on the wall, but I bought like 2 things.
That's what's up. So we're here doing a convention vlog for YouTube. So this is going to go up after the show is over.
Nice.
So for those that are watching this that didn't come, what's something they should have came for? What were they missing out on?
The ability to interact with the people you see online that are into the things you're into.
Yeah.
Like the cosplays. And then the references that you read about online that people do here in real life. Like the Mandalorians walked around with the actual person like locked up. No explanation.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
But if you're not going to see that just anywhere. So you'll see show, book, comic, movie references in real life on a cosplay, in a skit, anywhere that you won't get. I mean, yeah, you can find a YouTube video, but find it here live in person, different experience.
Well, what I'll do is I, for some reason, do not have any of my business cards. So we'll go get a card from my from my wife over there. I think I have them in my bag over there too. And but yeah, we're on YouTube. We're the Domain Gaming, Pop Culture, and Entertainment. Oh, he's got. Oh, look at that. See, he comes prepared. So there you go. And thanks so much, man, Lee, for hanging out with us for a little bit, man. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. And enjoy PopCon.
Thank you. Do you mind if I get a picture with you too?
Yeah, not a problem. All right, guys. I am still here at PopCon Louisville 2024. It's Saturday, and we are hanging out with our buds over here at Meet So Horny. I saw you guys at PopCon Indy. I know you talked to our friends at the Established Facts, Big Don and Joshy. And so I'll just let you hold the mic and you tell them what you guys are all about. Oh, I know. Yeah, right? I know.
Look at both of them. They're like, you handed him the mic? Oh, my God. Okay. Did you hear the seatbelt go click, click?
I gave him a dangerous weapon there.
Yeah. Woo, goodness. Okay. So we do have our dry rubs right here, this whole horseshoe of spices, and we've got everything from rosemary to rub your chub, rub one out, horny hex. These names will keep going on and on. We'll get you giggling with the name, but we'll keep you coming with the flavor. And we also have our seasonings right on top of it, and we have our cold smoked salts. And today we've got our Vampire Hunter and our smoked salt. And then if you just bend around the way over where he's at, we have all those barbecue sauces, hot sauces. We got tastings on that, and we even have crazy freeze-dried candy for the children as well. So here at Meet So Horny, we encourage you to come over here and put this in your mouth. The flavors will explode. You'll make better friends. And if you're ever grilling, you got really cool merch because, if you pick up some stuff and you get our merch going on, like this is one of my favorite things right here in our tent. Who doesn't want a shirt that says nice butt, right? But on the back of it, it says, quit staring at my butt. And that's what you see when he's on the grill. We also have some that says, I like my butts rubbed, pork pulled, wings jerked, and breast naked. And then we have the big down there that says, rub your meat and squirt. Because here at Meet So Horny, we want you to rub your meat and squirt it with our Worth a Squirt hot sauce. That's how that works. Would you like to sample anything?
Yes, I want you to squirt it on my meat, bud. That's what I want. All right. So Raven's going to try all of these. I can't do anything real spicy, unfortunately. So I can do probably like up to here, maybe. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I would try these 3 for you.
Yeah, for you.
Okay.
Because those have the lowest amount.
What about the pineapple? Is that?
It's got a little kick to it, but
4 out of 10, but it's got a kick.
I'll try the pineapple first. Why not? We'll do that one.
The hottest one is not going to make you cry.
Okay.
We don't like stuff like this.
Okay.
I'm going to go
We
ahead.
like flavor.
Give you one of these as well.
Oh, okay.
You want to try the pineapple?
I will try the pineapple. We're gonna do the pineapple first. Why not? Let's do it.
Go like this
Oh,
with your
thank
hand.
you. Look at that. Even provides the water.
Go like this with your hands.
Okay.
Look at this. We're going to put a dot right there.
Or not.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, just take it right off there just like it's your fun.
All right. Here we go. All right.
Triple hot sauce.
Oh, that's real. Okay.
Smooth, amazing flavor while you ride that heat wave 100% of the
But
time.
still,
Okay, that's really good, and that's my kind of heat.
that's what we play in right there.
Okay, we found my heat.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. All right. And I don't even need the water. No, that's good. That's really good. All right, you're gonna try them all.
I am going to try them all.
So, do you want to hold the mic and then, or I can hold it for you?
Just hold it.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Are you ready?
What would you recommend I start with? Like,
I would start down here with the
okay,
jalapeno.
are we just going all the way around?
Absolutely.
Sounds
I'll take
good.
it all the way around the ladder.
All right.
Dab me up too.
Oh, we got Bryce, the camera guy, is gonna get dabbed up too. You gotta dab y'all up here.
Oh, you get a lot.
Well,
There we go.
hey, there we go.
I got some too. My apologies.
It's good. It's a good
That's a better.
salsa verde. Like it's very good.
Okay.
And we need to
Okay.
we need to show the bottles
green
too.
flakes in there. You
Yeah.
see that? That's goat urine. Because you have to get them
Oh,
really pissed
awesome.
off before you
He says goat urine.
It was a secret. secret ingredient, not a secret anymore.
You let the secret out, man.
So this is the one that we just tried.
And you like that one?
Oh yeah, very good
Okay.
flavor. Very good
Okay.
flavor.
Moving on.
Now we're doing the.
Now you're doing what I
And
did.
that's the thing too. Like I like spicy, I like hot, but I like flavor too. And that was just a little kick, but very big on flavor. I love that.
All right, here we go.
This is the one you tried, right?
We're gonna dab him up too. Around the world.
Go fast.
I know, right? Okay.
Just spank the thing. Huh?
All right, this is the.
All right, here you go.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
So get that shot there of the bottle there. All right, Bryce, what you think? You hold the camera. What you think?
I'm not a big pineapple fan in general. Like I don't like mango hot sauce or anything like that. But it is very flavorful. But I'm not a pineapple guy.
I am a big pineapple guy. You put it in your eggs in the morning?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
That is definitely a you flavor.
That is a me. See?
Okay,
That's a me.
This one is mango.
Okay.
So we got a mango one.
Let's try this one too.
Okay.
This one's gonna come out a little faster.
Okay.
Dabbing it up a little bit here.
Oh, it
All
smells
right.
good.
All right.
A little more heat.
Is that like a step up from the pineapple a little bit?
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. Okay, so
I
show
did
off the
not-
bottle there.
I did not taste any heat with the pineapple.
Right.
See, I barely did either. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might like the mango. When we're done, you need to try the mango.
Maybe I will do that. All right. What we got next? What's next?
Lime.
Okay.
All right, we got lime. We got the lime next. Here we go. Oh, Josh is down. Josh is down. Here we go. Of course, of course. All right, we got everybody's doing.
It smells like lime.
Okay.
That's a good summer sauce. That is refreshing.
Oh, is it?
It's a lot more kick.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
I
a kick,
like
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Okay. All
That
right.
lime one is good.
You have flavor the entire time while you're riding that heat wave.
Yes. So
Yeah, that is what's
if
nice about it.
you-
Yeah.
So like when I eat like traditional tacos and and Mexican food and stuff like that, I squeeze the lime on the food. That is exactly what that tastes like. It tastes like you've
Oh,
squeezed,
nice.
It tastes like you've squeezed a fresh lime on top of your hot sauce.
Well, there you go.
Really good.
I would agree with you.
All right, what you got next for us? We're almost halfway around.
Garlic. I'm not a huge garlic.
Garlic.
person, but I
All
do
right. Okay, you love the garlic. Okay. All right, they're gonna dab up on this one. You doing the garlic too, Josh? Okay. Okay. We got some garlic in here. Here we go. Oh.
Ooh, this smells good.
Josh, you like the garlic?
That is delicious. Look into my soul when I say that. That is delicious.
It is very good.
It's good. Okay.
So far, my favorites have been the jalapeno and the lime. The garlic has a really good flavor. I'm just not a huge garlic person.
There you go.
All right.
This one is new. It is my personal favorite currently. Habanero hedonism.
Habanero hedonism, everyone. All right.
Pineapples, oranges.
I was gonna say, it looks a little
raisins,
tropical.
habaneros. It's amazing.
Okay.
Absolute perfection.
Here we go.
I just got pizza from over there. Totally poured this all
Oh,
over.
all right. All right. We're doing the habanero hedonism, everybody. Here we go. Are you doing this one? This is where you're like tapping out. You're like, Josh is not
I don't
doing
know
it.
if you heard, but I asked her if this would be a good one if you like pineapple on your pizza, and she said absolutely.
Okay. Has it climbed a bit? Okay.
You might like that one.
What's the heat like, though?
It's not very.
Okay.
It's not. What would you say, Bryce? It's
It's a
really
little
not.
bit of heat at the end of it.
Yeah, but it's not much at all.
The front
I
of
think
it's
you would like
very.
Really?
What'd you say it was? Raisin?
Raisin.
Yeah, I can taste the
Raisin
raisin for
with
sure.
All right.
pineapple. You
And the
want to
orange.
try it?
Dab it up. Let's go. Well, I gotta try more than one. I mean,
It's
come
much
on.
sweeter than I thought it was going to be.
This one gets to the back of your throat.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
you feel the heat start to burr up, and then it just sits there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, everybody. Let's try a second one here. Okay, that's getting
But it's gonna stay like that.
right.
It doesn't get worse. And
It doesn't. So what I like about this is like she just said, the heat just hits and then stays there, but the flavor doesn't go away.
Correct.
Because that's one thing I don't like about a lot of hot sauces is it's just a burn and then there's no flavor anymore. That was actually really good. That was very good, and that was kind of right at my line. That's like right at my line.
Yeah.
My numbers for you.
Yeah.
2 in this one.
Yep.
So
Yep. You were there. All right.
Try the other one too.
You know they do know their product after all. All right, let's go. Here we go. What we got next?
Did we get a shot of the bottle on this one?
Oh yeah, let's get the bottle in there.
Done one at the beginning and at the end. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Very cool.
All right, what's next? What's next?
So
Now I know we're getting into that's uncharted waters for me.
Combination of the barbecue.
the dark side, galactic sauce.
Ooh, okay.
Barbecue hot sauce.
Okay.
A combo barbecue hot sauce. Got it. Okay. So I didn't have
Okay.
Oh, that's a red sauce. Here we go.
It smells so good.
The last one that I had picked for you.
Oh, you think I should do this one? Oh, she's like, I need to see your hand, please. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So
You gotta let me put my stuff in your mouth.
All right, here we
A
go.
little kick at the end.
Okay, here we go.
That might be a little too much for you.
Okay, here's what's weird. That is less tame for me than the one you gave me before.
I mean, less tame or more tame?
It's really good. Oh, there's okay. Now I feel it. I feel it, but just a little bit. Not. Yeah. Okay. All right. They're not going to steer you in the wrong direction, folks. I promise you. All right. What we got next? What's up? We got 4 bottles left. Here we go.
Hot is the pizza hot sauce.
Pizza hot sauce.
Quite literally tastes like a slice of pizza.
Really? Okay. He's back in. He's like, deal me in. Let's go.
Well, you know it's a big deal when I'm willing to try more sauces because I used to run a chicken wing restaurant.
Oh, that's right.
Guy says, give me some of
Yeah,
that.
dab it up. We're all dabbing it up. Let's go.
Pizza hot sauce.
Pizza hot sauce. You know what? I'm doing it too. I want to be cold too and do it. Let's go. She's like, uh-oh.
Oh, God. Messed up his whole hand.
It smells like pizza. It does. It smells like pizza sauce.
You know, and the heat.
That smells legit like a pizza.
It tastes like a pizza.
Well, 'cause, like,
But
I
spicy.
jumped out, a couple ago.
Okay.
I feel like this is a better heat than the last one I
I
had.
feel like that's going to be a little more spicy than what you're looking for.
No,
But
I
it's
feel
going
like
to ride that line.
I feel like
Actually,
that was
no.
a lot more tame.
Actually, no. Nope. That's perfect. Actually,
It's
Ooh.
kind of like a barely spicy marinara.
that is actually a really great way to put it.
That's really good.
And you captured the ooh. Okay, you got me to cough. You got me to. You made me choke on that one. Oh my!
All right, what we got next?
Sometimes that happens when I put myself.
That does, yes.
Now,
Ooh,
now we have Poulter sauce.
Nice.
Yo, that's cool.
In comparison, this is our answer to Frank's
Hot
Frank's
sauce.
hot sauce.
Frank's hot sauce. Okay.
I gotta be
Are you in on this one?
I'm gonna have to.
It's runny, yeah.
Like I literally used to run a chain based off of Frank's hot sauce.
Ooh, it smells better
I
than
know it
Frank's.
will. I already know it will.
I'm doing it too. Let's go.
So proud of you.
You should be proud of me. Dang it! This is a big step for me.
That thing with hot sauce, like,
Okay.
once you
Okay.
feel a bit, you want more.
Yeah.
Just keep wanting more.
Oh wow, that
It
takes
has-
out everything I hate about Frank's.
Yeah.
It makes a good sauce.
Frank's is not.
Okay, that's very tasty.
Frank's is not my favorite. This is better than Frank's.
That was really good.
It's Frank's like 3.0.
That is our Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah. See, I don't. Frank's is fine, but that's way better. And I'm not just saying that because I'm
After
here.
this, I've always hated about it. It's just not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the minimal vinegar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what do we got? What do we got?
I bet it is that vinegar. Yeah.
Next up is our standard Scotch bonnet.
Oh, I love
This
Scotch.
is our original.
I gotta try this one too. Oh my God. Okay.
Get a little heaty.
I feel like I'm
Try that one.
I feel like I'm facing my fears firsthand. You know,
We're doing it as a team.
on my hand.
We're doing it as a team.
Team.
Come closer. I'm short.
Okay.
Sans foot.
All right, here we go. Bryce, what do you think?
Very good.
Got some kick to it?
Yeah, I love Scotch bonnet.
All right, here we go.
Flavor of pepper.
Here we go.
Babe, this is spicy for you.
Just so you know, I wrote this right with you the whole time.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm out. And there goes the water. All right.
I knew
The guy that likes hot sauce says Scotch bonnet's his favorite.
She got me so hot, the water's coming out. Here we go. Yeah, baby.
Garlic? Yeah. The garlic.
Oh,
really
yeah,
hard
okay.
stayed on my tongue.
That's my
The
favorite
rest of
so
these
far.
aren't anywhere near as bad.
The lime was great.
Oh no, it was this one. This is
Oh.
you didn't do this one because this one you can still taste.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I will say that
I'm glad I jumped
it's a
back into
quick
it.
hit though. It's like
It is, yeah.
yeah.
That's a good
Like
rate,
it's
yeah.
it's not a continuous burn.
Here's the thing about Scotch bonnet. It will disappear. You'll feel it simmer down, and then you'll get ready and happy, and then it's gonna come rearing
Oh,
back.
thanks. Thanks for that. No, really, it's good.
You're gonna feel it
But-
tickling in the back of your throat, and then you're gonna start to salivate, and it's gonna burn.
But sans the heat, it is a very flavorful sauce.
All right, that's our intention.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna try the
No,
Carolina
we're done with this. I'm done. We're good.
This is
We're not doing I'm not doing the Carolina
the
Reaper.
last one. This is Carolina Reaper.
I value my mouth.
It is a 15 out of 10.
Okay.
On the stove, we'll
Is
use
it 15 out of 10? I am
15
also
out of
not
10.
going to mess with that one.
You do not have water. I don't.
That just made me
suggest
sweat
use
a
your
lot.
water oven.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I would get the water ready for this one. I'm sweaty now for that last one.
Really?
My pores are opened up. Yeah.
Oh, this smells
You get
so
a
good.
lot. I'm sorry.
The hot sauce gods know I love hot sauce.
What you think, Bryce?
It's hot.
He's like, it's hot.
It went right.
What do you think?
I literally
Same.
watched your
Yeah.
face swell up with water beads.
Oh, it's so good.
No, I'm good.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Like I said, I rode that ride.
Woo! Yeah.
I do not need the water.
Mm.
Did you want to drink the water?
I got one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for
We did a mini episode of Hot One.
we did kind of in a way. So, where can they find you guys at?
You can find us at mshnation.com or meetsohorny.com or at 5715 Churchman Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana 46203.
Not that, but you guys are on Walmart now.
Absolutely, and Amazon. We're on Walmart.com.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
For
These are
sure.
Some of the most flavorful hot sauces I've had.
Absolutely.
That makes me happy.
Absolutely. Well, you guys.
Now the Carolina Reaper is starting to get to me.
There it is.
Would you like me to calm it down for you? No, I'm good.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We hope to see you back at PopCon again next year for sure, since you know it's right there.
Absolutely.
And since you guys,
To create a hot sauce for PopCon.
I would love that.
That would be amazing.
Well, we could probably make that happen. Probably make that happen. All right. Well, guys, go check out Meet So Horny. And you guys,
Dry rubs too.
they got
I
dry
love
rubs
dry
too.
rubs. So I'm gonna show you
And
those seasonings.
we're going to have your links in the bottom of our vlog,
Fantastic.
because this will be definitely a big part of that. And go check them out. Thank you guys so much. See you guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So it is Sunday here at PopCon Louisville 2024, and a lot of the footage you just saw was from Saturday with myself and Bryce. We really want to thank the people from Meet So Horny for allowing us to come to their booth and interview them and try all of their amazing sauces. And of course, there would be a dang airplane that just had to make its presence known. Anyway, we're about to head inside. What we're going to be doing is checking out the. We're going to be looking at the feedback panel today. We have an interview with an artist named Patrick, and he's going to show off all his amazing art. And I think you're going to really dig his style of art. And we're going to walk the vendor hall some more and show you some of that. So let's go ahead and head on in. So for those who don't know, there's about 6 different ways to say the town we're in. So you've got Louisville, Louisville, Louisville. And then I guess if you wanted to, you could say Louisville, but
Nobody says
nobody says that except Raven.
I do not say that shit. What are you talking
No,
about?
she does not say that. Anyway, this is kind of cool. I've seen this at the visitor center before, so which I'm assuming this is where it's from, considering it's next to the city information desk. So, I want to let you guys know. So this is actually where you walk in. I'll zoom out to. Oh, let me move my camera over to go get your badges and pay for them and things like that. This is on the second floor of the Kentucky International Convention Center. So you got pre-registration here. This is where you would have been picking up your, your badges, your passes, wristbands, etc. And you just got to see there's a few people here on Sunday walking in, ready to go in. So we're gonna walk through here, just kind of do a little walkthrough of this part, give you an idea of where things are here at PopCon in this building. So that's the South Hall A, and that is actually the main stage. That's the main stage area. So anytime they had panels with major guests or anything, or they had like the burlesque show, and I think they're even doing a magic show today.
We had the after party in there as well.
Yeah, had the after party in there last night. It was in there. So to actually get into the vendor hall, exhibit hall, whatever you want to call it, the place where all the people are selling their wares and goods, you would go this way to show you where to go. So you just go down this long hall. Pretty easy to get here, honestly. Not too terribly difficult, I don't think, anyway. So the stairs straight ahead, you can't see them yet. They're kind of far back there, at least on the camera. Upstairs, that's where the PopCon crew HQ is at. There's a walkway to, I believe, a hotel over there. Or that's a parking garage, actually. Parking garage, maybe? Yeah, there we go.
Let's walk way to the hotel.
Okay. You got the Icon Gaming Lounge downstairs. The escalator down takes you to that area. You saw that earlier. And then you've got your vendor hall, exhibit hall right in here. And there we are. And just like that, we're in. So immediately to the right, you've got the PopCon merch booth right there. You've got Wild Bill's, which is pretty cool. Game Exchange, which has Funko Pops here for 50% off, which is pretty cool. And they had a lot of really good Funko Pops for sale. So yeah, I mean, there is a lot of vendors here. I will say about Wild Bill's real fast is if you're at a convention and you happen to be at the con for a whole weekend and you want to save some money, you definitely want to get yourself a mug at Wild Bill's. They start at $20.
25.
Or no, it was 20. It was 20. At least that's what he told me yesterday. $20 gets you a mug, and then you can fill it up the whole weekend, and then you can take that mug with you at any other convention that they're at, and you can pay a much smaller fee to have it refilled the whole entire weekend there as well. So it's a really great deal. We got the Ecto 1 over here. It's pretty cool. Got some little scenes going. It's pretty sweet. So got some cosplayers over here. Love to see them. Lots of cosplay, which is really cool. It is Sunday, so it's kind of expected there to be not as many people here on a Sunday. Sunday tends to be the wind down day. It's the last day of a show. Most conventions of this magnitude. This is kind of a mid-tier convention, like a mid-sized convention. You know, tend to have not as many, but you know, it is the morning. It is a little after 11 o'clock, so there's still time for people to get here. I believe the vendor hall closes today at 5, but what you'll see happen is a lot of vendors will close up early to get out of here and kind of mosey on to the next, you know, convention that they're going to be vending at. For instance, Raven's over there getting something to drink. Not sure what she's going to be getting, but yeah, man, it's I highly recommend Wild Bill's. Totally worth, you know, getting. Oh, she got a drink. What you get? What you get?
Cherry
You
today.
got black cherry.
Yeah, we haven't had it this weekend, so.
Okay, I might have to try that.
Yeah, we've had
All right,
it before.
all right.
Not quite as good as the cream soda. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's
But-
your favorite. Okay,
Yes.
okay, all right. Hey, what's up? All right, let's keep going. We'll walk down here and kind of show them what's going on. Lots of still vendors here trying to sell their wares. And then you've got the writer's row right here. Writers, I think they should have called it writer's block just to be a pun on, you know what I mean? Like, it should have been called writer's block. That would have made more sense, and I think it would have been funnier. Just maybe a thing for next year or at PopCon in general is, how about we call it writer's block?
Because it's a square.
Because it's a square, you know? And it makes sense. Writer's block is it's a thing, you know what I mean? See, even they agree. Right? It's a pun. And puns are awesome.
I already seen multiple books I want to come back around.
You know what I mean?
I didn't get to come over here.
I think they should do that. That would be pretty funny. Call it that. So there's all kinds of books over here. All sorts of books at writer's block. That's what I'm calling it now. It just makes sense. It's more funny. It's more funnier. It's funnier if it's called writer's block. It's a pun.
282 has writer's block.
Do they? See, all right, there it is. See, there it is. Okay. Fair enough. Got all sorts of books, various authors here. Let me know in the comments if there's any that you're interested in. Let's walk on by here.
Yeah, I've already seen multiple I want to come back around.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Have you
Lots
been enjoying yourself?
and lots of books. Yeah, we've been enjoying ourselves so far. We're doing a YouTube vlog, so
Wonderful.
yeah.
What's your channel?
It's called The Domain. It's called The Domain Gaming, Pop Culture, and Entertainment. That's what we do.
Oh, do you have a business card?
I sure do.
I would love to have it.
You can get one out of my. Here, I'll get it.
I love watching
got it?
like YouTube and Twitch stuff.
Do you?
Yeah,
We have YouTube and Twitch too. We stream video games, and I'm doing a convention vlog, so I go around and I travel and do conventions. Yeah, go for it.
I'm cutting it on the background whenever I edit or write.
Okay.
It supports the creators while I'm creating some works. And
So are you Paige?
No.
Which one is
I am
yours? Which one are you responsible
the
for?
doppelganger queen.
That's what I was looking
Hey, okay. Well, come over here and tell us all about it. Tell us all about it.
I'm Kayan Fitzwater, and this is the doppelganger queen.
Okay.
It's about Aramis Perez overcoming his failures as he tackles the nefarious doppelganger queen from
Okay.
destroying everything he knew and loved in this Arabic setting. It's got queer people, it's got brown people.
Right
It's
on.
really awesome.
Nice, diverse book. Love
A
it.
little bit of horror, a little bit of humor. I hope y'all love it.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your work with us. We do appreciate
Thank you.
you.
For being here. It's so
Absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you have a lot of success with your book. And since you have a card, we'll put your we'll put this in the vlog, and we'll put do you have links to your where people can find you online?
Yeah.
You have a card or some of some kind?
Get you my
Yeah, absolutely. What's going on, everybody? So we are here at PopCon Louisville. It is Sunday. It's the last day of PopCon Louisville 2024. And I am here with Patrick. He's an artist. He's vending here. He's going to tell you all about who he is and why he's so into art. You can see he's got tons of amazing art pieces behind us here. So, Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody watching this vlog who you are.
All right, guys. So my name is Patrick Rasmussen. The name of my company is Phantasy Realms. It's spelled with a PH instead of an F. I do custom airbrushing. So everything that you see in my booth that we're looking at, or that's actually behind me, I paint them all with an airbrush. Been doing it for about 38 years now. And this is what me and my wife do for a living. We just travel the country doing different shows, different cons. This is our first time out in Louisville, so I'm super excited to be out here. PopCon, they actually invited me to come out, and it's been a great time, so I love it. It's everything about it, so it's been good. So if anybody comes out today after watching this and they come to my booth, I'll do an extra special discount for you. So if you come out and buy anything, I'll also do an extra thing. Just mention that you've seen this on there, and we'll get it taken care of for you. So,
oh, hey, well, there you go.
Cool.
We heard about that. So let's talk about your art, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of art. I'll have Raven kind of go and take a look at some of this stuff. So I will say the one thing that first caught my eye.
Yes.
You got to show them.
Of course.
This Ninja Turtles. This is from the movie. Explain this piece of art, man.
Okay.
Tell how it came together.
So, I've always loved the Turtles and Kevin Eastman, and I've always just wanted to do something special for it. So I started doing these weird designs to where I would do like the opposite people on the opposite side. And this one just popped up to where it's actually 3 different paintings that I did. The one that she showed you is actually a collage of all 3 paintings. But I ended up doing the brothers first, and I did them about 6, maybe 7 years ago. And just within the last year, I did the Splinter and Shredder to make the setup. And Kevin's actually seen it, and he really enjoyed it. And he told me how much he enjoyed it, so another good bonus on top of that. So it's been good. So
yeah, I was telling Patrick the other day. We talked on Friday, and I said, when we do these shows, we're always looking for something unique.
Oh yeah.
And so I gotta say, I've never seen anybody do like where you can essentially hang it up
both ways.
Both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it was 100% an accident.
Isn't that art though? Art usually is an accident. So
yeah.
Happy little accident. That's what Bob Ross used to say.
Bob Ross moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was doing another painting, and my airbrush failed on me, and I ended up just flipping it over and painting a different picture, and it kind of worked out, and I kind of just started doing different stuff like that. But I also do my classic art as well, but just a couple of different things that I like to do. So yeah, it's good.
That's awesome, man. So we had talked about this. We'll do it here. What's one particular piece of art that you're like the most proud of that you've done?
Okay, so my favorite painting I have ever done has nothing to do with pop culture, which is weird.
I don't know. I would say this is.
It might.
It is. I would say it's historical pop culture.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
But yeah, so this is my favorite painting that I've ever done. So this is my Mona Lisa da Vinci. Did it in the same style of flipping it over, but it's just very near and dear to me. So it's definitely one of my favorite paintings. So, and it's got a lot hidden behind it and different aspects of it. So it's yeah, love it. So,
that's awesome. That's amazing, man. So you said you do a bunch of conventions and stuff like that.
I do. Yes.
Where else are you going to be after here, so they know? Hey, maybe we can link up at a local
that would
con
be
near
awesome.
them. Yeah.
Okay, so in 2 weeks I'm going to be at Rose City in Portland.
Okay.
So we're going to go from that one coast to the next. The weekend after that, I'm actually going to be in Virginia Beach, in Virginia, doing a show out there, which is another. It's like a pop culture con, but it's more of a horror pop con.
Oh, I dig
which
that.
is really cool. Yeah, it's a good show.
That's right.
Salt Lake City Comic Con, FanX. I got so many; they're all blending together, honestly. But if you go on my website, you should be able to see where I'm going to be going for the show. So I'll give you all the information that I'm giving. So
that's amazing. Now we had talked. You were you still wanting to do a giveaway
Yes.
for the folks?
We are doing a
Yeah,
giveaway.
so tell them all about that.
All right,
Let's
so-
show them what you're going to be giving
all right,
away, and
so-
we'll get that worked out after the show's over here.
So what we're doing, I'm not going to show you all 5 of the pictures, or 6 pictures, but this is one of the ones that I'm going to be giving away. But there's 5 other paintings in here. Each one of them are some of my favorite on the collection. They are on my website. They're a $30 value, but at shows they're a $20 value. So to get the best deal, come to the show. You'll get the best deal. But since I'm giving you these guys to give them away, whatever contest you want to do, however you want to do it, go ahead and they should enjoy getting them. So.
Perfect. And you might even see one behind us when we're doing our podcast and things like that.
Yeah, no, that'd be perfect.
And they'll know.
Yeah.
They'll know that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, would you be willing to autograph these for people?
Yeah, definitely. I autograph all of my artwork. So yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do that for them. So stick around, stay tuned. And I'll say at the end of this video when we're back home doing our review and our thoughts on the whole show, we'll tell you how you can enter the giveaway for Patrick's art. And by the way, I love this Joker. I'm a big fan of that Joker.
Yeah, no, I love it too. And so there's a part in the movie where I call it the car crash incident, but even though it's not a car crash, when he's staring at the camera and you don't want to look, but you cannot stop looking at him, and that's the feeling I wanted to get out of that painting. So,
before we go, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Is there a particular thing from pop culture that you haven't done a piece of art with that you would like to eventually do?
Okay, there's actually 2. My favorite movie of all time is Back to the Future.
Let's go.
All time.
No one should ever remake that movie, right?
Yeah, never.
No.
Don't remake that.
Don't touch that movie.
I have an idea in mind of how I want to do it. It's going to be an amazing 3-set painting that will actually go together like this.
Will it be like no matter where if you do
no matter where you do, yeah. I don't know if I'll do the flip side or not, but that's the one thing I have never done a painting of is Back to the Future. And it is my favorite movie, so which is really weird.
I'm looking here and I'm just saying like there's so many.
Yeah, but I mean I do.
Man, this is amazing.
I do westerns. I do abstract artwork. I do old school horror stuff. I've got a painting of Wizard of Oz that I love that has Dorothy and the Witch where they're flipped upside down, and you can see the yellow brick road and the castle in the background. And I'm like, and it's just there's so many different things that I do that and there's always something new to do, which is cool because there's so much in the world of like movies and pop culture, and it's hard to keep up.
One more thing I want to ask, I'll let you go.
Yeah,
how long have you been in the convention scene? Like, how long have you been doing that?
Oh, we're going on about 12 years now. So, yeah, we started off about 12 years ago doing it part-time, living in Salt Lake City, doing Salt Lake Comic Con, and just other small shows and just kind of developing. And then we did that part-time for about 2 years, and we got to the point where it made sense to go full-time. And we ended up moving from Utah out to Arkansas to be more centralized.
Oh, so that's where you're at now?
Yeah, we live in Arkansas.
Right
now.
on.
And we actually are now in the middle so that we can travel to every corner of the United States, and this is all we do. So, yeah, we
this
do
is
about
your entire career.
This is all my career.
How many cons do you go to in about a year?
We average between 33 to 35.
Wow.
Yeah, and we drive to every one of them. We don't fly. So like when we're going to Portland, it's a good 30-hour drive to get out there. So,
man, I don't know about you, but I love me a good road trip.
Oh yeah, I love the food on road trips.
I was saying, yeah,
so it's okay.
That's all right. That's all right. You gotta work on your figure. It's fine.
Yeah,
I get it.
You know how many Twinkies it takes to get this? Like this
no kidding.
Gotta do
and then
it.
they tell you they want you to not do it anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, I work too hard for this.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, Patrick, thank you so
All right,
much,
no problem.
man.
Thanks,
We
Ryan.
appreciate
Appreciate
you.
it. Sure.
And once again, I'll have some links down in the description
Yeah,
below
be taken care of.
where you guys can go and purchase this man's art.
Yep.
Support this guy and his art.
Appreciate it.
And once again, thanks for watching. And we're going to keep this vlog rolling.
Cool.
All right, guys. So that is PopCon Louisville 2024. As we're walking through, and we are oh, there's Randy back there. Let's go. Heck yeah, dude. We're walking through as everybody's closing up and tearing down. The next part, stay tuned, because the next part of this video you don't want to miss, because we're going to give our thoughts about PopCon Louisville. And we got some
we got some thoughts.
We got some thoughts about PopCon Louisville here. And so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching this vlog, and thank you so much again to all the amazing vendors and everyone else we spoke with that let us interview them. Thank you. You'll find them all down in the link below. And anyway, here comes the cool transition as we go into, well, as it takes you back into our home and we do a review of the show. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So you just finished watching our convention vlog at PopCon Louisville 2024 this year. And now we're going to get into the review portion of the video, because Raven and I, we have a lot of thoughts, a lot of criticisms, and it's not, there are some good things. It's not like we're going to trash PopCon. We are very critical of PopCon. Before we get into that, though, I want to make something very clear. We want to make something very clear. These opinions that we're about to express, this review, are our opinions. We don't represent PopCon. I know a lot of people know me as one of the admins or people that run the PopCon Louisville Facebook group. However, that's pretty much my, I guess that's my only association or affiliation with PopCon. But outside of that, and especially in this video and any convention video, the reviews and opinions expressed are those of the domain JPCE. And they do not represent PopCon. They don't represent any other convention that you see us review here on our channel. So just got to make sure that's very, very well known, because we're going to get into some things here. So first off, you may have noticed in this video that we talk to vendors. We really enjoy speaking to the vendors. That's something that we do a lot. And if this is your first time watching one of our vlogs, we definitely encourage you to go back and watch some of our previous vlogs. It's not our first time going to PopCon Louisville.
Yeah. Well, and not just from PopCon, like any convention that we've done. I mean, like we are all about the vendors. We love, you know, finding unique vendors and talking to, you know, like vendors to how their experiences at conventions as opposed to being a guest or an attendee, you know. So.
Yeah, I mean, we scour all over the country looking for conventions to go to, and this is something that I myself have been going to cons for over 20 years. Raven has been going to them for about 6 years now, since she's known me.
God, 6 years.
And I will say my relation to PopCon, I've been to every single one except Fort Wayne. So I've literally been with PopCon, going to PopCon for like 11 years now, 11 years, something like that. So I've seen the good, I've seen the bad. I am very critical of them, so I don't want anybody to think there's favoritism. There's not. There's not.
I would venture to say you're almost a little more critical of PopCon than other conventions because you have gone to every single one of them. So you have known it from its inception and how it's grown and ebbed and flowed.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair statement to make. PopCon is one of my favorite conventions. We're going to talk about the vendors in a second, but PopCon is one of my favorite cons. Just for the sheer fact that it's a homegrown show. Raven and I both are from Indianapolis. It's our hometown, even though we live in the Louisville area now. But we are, you know, we're in this area, and we wanted PopCon to come down here, and they came down here last year.
We're really strong advocates for it to come into Louisville.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I want to say that no convention is perfect. Cons are going to make mistakes. And the thing I like to think about PopCon is they learn from their mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
They have this panel they do at every con that they have had. It's a feedback panel. It's on Sunday where you can come and give your feedback to the owners. I don't know of many cons that, at least I'll say from my experience, from my point of view, or from our point of view. Yeah. We have yet to go to a single convention that has had any feedback panel about the show, and especially with the actual owners of the show. Yeah. So I will say that if there's something you don't like about PopCon while you're there, if you have the opportunity, which I understand as a vendor, it is kind of difficult to do. And I'm right there with you. I get it. It's not easy because you're trying to unload and stuff like that. And let's get into the vendors. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this review.
Real quick though, regarding the feedback panel though and the vendors, I was always of the understanding that the feedback panel is catering a little bit more towards the attendees. And because they always do send out an email survey to the vendors afterwards. And also the feedback panel is to gain feedback. They're not going to be able to promise solutions or spit out solutions at the feedback panel because, you know, they haven't gone through, you know, everything.
That's fair.
Yet. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I don't want
come to the feedback panel and expect an answer right away is ridiculous. I'll just throw that out there because what it is a feedback panel. It is not a problem solution panel. They write everything down. They take everything down and then they revisit it at a later date.
Yeah, and that's very true. That's very true. If every panel I've been to for that feedback panel, I've been to quite a few, is they're there to listen. There's always a person to take notes, and they do the absolute best of their ability to make sure that the criticisms they receive, they take it on the chin. I've known Carl and Chris for a very long time. These guys are very humble people, and they do the best they can to implement things. Like I said, is this con perfect? No. Is any con perfect? Absolutely not. But I will say that this is one convention that they do a really good job of at least giving you an opportunity if you're able to come. Now, what she said, like what Raven said, is they do give out a survey to all the vendors, which they email out to everyone as promptly as they can.
Yeah.
They're humans after all. And they do try to give you the opportunity to speak. So let's talk about the vendors. So while we're on the floor, you may have noticed that we are mostly in the vendor hall. And the reason for that is I know a lot of vendors personally. I have friends that are vendors that vend at several shows. Mm-hmm. We make a lot of friends with vendors. we really do. Yeah. And I personally care, not that PopCon doesn't care, but I personally care about hearing from the vendors. Yeah. And so while we're out and about, we speak to the vendors. We ask them their thoughts on PopCon. Have they been doing well?
This is at any con.
This is at any con, and
we do this at every convention.
Right,
we go to.
Every con we go to. Yeah. Which is why I do encourage you guys to please go back through we have a playlist here of all of our convention vlogs. Go and watch them. You will see this is true. We talk to a lot of vendors. We barely talk to any celebrities, right? we really don't speak to a lot of celebrity guests. Because for me, the celebrities
are not important.
Right, but to me, and I always tell vendors this, I think the vendors are the celebrities, really. They're the ones out there grinding. You're trying to sell your wares. So I know you got a lot to say, but let's I know.
Sorry.
So the one big complaint that a lot of people had was, so last year when PopCon was first in Louisville, it was at the Exposition Center. That's where the fair happens, which the fair did happen this same weekend. Which
this year,
I'll go ahead and touch on that now real quick. Is for those who don't know, any convention, well, I can't say any, unless you are a huge con like Gen Con, Fan Expo, Galaxy Con, you're not going to get your pick of the litter on what date you want your con to be. Especially if you are in your second year, heck, even your first year of doing this show. It doesn't matter even if you're in 11 years at another city like Indianapolis where it started. You're in a new territory, you're in a new town, it's a whole new world. The networking is new. You're essentially starting over. So they're not going to get to go into like the Kentucky International Convention where they had it this year downtown and just say, hey, we want this date. We want to not have our con the weekend of the fair, which I would imagine they did not want to have to do. From my understanding, it was that was the only date available to have the show downtown. And the reason why is because nobody else want to do a con. And they don't. No one would want to do a con the weekend of the fair, especially last weekend of the fair. So, however, back to the vendors. So, the one big thing that I heard a lot from the vendors was a lot of vendors didn't make money. We know that to be true.
They lost money.
A lot of vendors lost money. Not that they didn't make money, they lost money. They didn't make back their table. They may not have made back the gas. I don't know the specific details because we don't like to go into that with people. But there were a lot of unhappy vendors, and rightfully so. You go to a con and you want to make money, and I understand that. My big thing is
However,
I think a lot of the
some
vendors
did well.
some vendors did really well.
Some broke even.
I know a lot of vendors did really well.
I wouldn't say a lot.
I would say a few.
Some
I don't
is
know.
not a lot.
Some that we talked to did.
Yeah.
I can't I can't give you like a specific ratio, but I would say probably more lost money than they made money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah. My thing is, I observe. We observe a lot. We did a review. We observe. And the biggest thing we observed was there were a lot of vendors.
I know what you're gonna say.
Who didn't seem like they tried to actually sell their wares. So, I passed by a lot of people. Some grabbed our attention. They're like, "Hey, what do you think? Do you like to read?" And if you grab my attention, like you would probably any attendee, if you're yelling at me or you're not yelling, but trying to get my attention, I'm probably going to come and talk to you.
Yeah.
And however, what we did notice was there were a lot of vendors who were in the very back of their booth, kind of, sitting in a chair and just kind of looking down at their phone the whole time. And I would pass by these same vendors multiple times throughout the weekend on different days,
and it would be the same thing.
The exact same thing.
I will say I went up to several tables, several booths, because at the conventions, of course, there's not always just tables that people are sitting behind me. Like some vendors have big booths where they have I'm gonna say not kiosks, but stuff sitting out in the shelving and stuff.
They've got lots of wares.
Booth. Yeah, they have and tables and everything within their booth. So they're not always, going to be in one spot. I went to multiple vendors, like went inside their booths, up to their tables, looking around. Some of them didn't even notice I was there.
Yep.
If they did notice I was there, they didn't care. I even asked questions to a couple of vendors who were on their phone, and they did not even acknowledge me. That only happened twice, but it did happen at 2 different tables.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I don't know. And I would say, I'm trying to go back and remember. I think this convention was the worst.
For that
to happen.
Yeah,
I witnessed it way more at this convention than I have in past.
Yeah, I think a lot of conventions we go to, there's way more booths that are like trying to get your attention. That make me feel like they care more about the products they sell.
Yeah.
I think a lot of vendors at PopCon Louisville this year, and they also did this last year, just kind of expected their wares to talk for them, and didn't really feel like they wanted to engage a passerby. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like one in particular that caught my attention was the guy from Phantasy Realms. He got our attention.
Yeah.
He got our attention a lot, and I hate that his name escapes me right now, but Patrick, there it is. Thank you. I hate when I do that. That happens, but I walked by. He had a lot of stuff out. He could have easily probably sat down and let his art speak for it.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Hey, do you like unique and interesting art?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And
See, I wasn't there when
and
met him.
We had a full on conversation. We talked to him. We interviewed him in this video you saw. He's even doing a giveaway for some art, which we're going to get to at the end of this. And that was cool. Had a great interaction with him. And it isn't because of him doing a giveaway or anything. It's not like that. It's that he did the thing that I wish
organically came about throughout the conversation.
It right, but it was, had he not said anything, I would have just walked by, probably would have just walked by. I'm not saying that there isn't times when I approach a vendor that I start the conversation. It's probably because they're doing something unique or they're working on something. I'm like, "Oh, what you working on?" But I wish I saw more vendors be attention grabbing, like, because to me,
it's not even attention grabbing. It's paying attention to who comes up to your table.
That's true.
I mean, like, that to me, like, because I understand that as a shopper,
or having more enthusiasm for the people that come to your booth.
As a shopper, I don't always like to be like, hey, how you doing? Do you like this? Do you like that? That's just me personally. But when you do not even acknowledge that someone is at your table with a hi, or, let me know if you need anything, let me know if you have any questions, that to me is where it's just kind of like, do you really care?
So the other thing I want to get into is there were a lot of vendors that had mentioned that they felt that they got a guarantee from PopCon. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. I'm gonna be very matter of fact. Vending at any show is a gamble. You're taking a risk. Now, to be fair, there are a lot of vendors that did not know that the con was going to be the weekend of the fair. Some of them told me they didn't know. I don't know. Probably because they're out of state and they didn't know that. And that's fine.
Okay, that's fair. I was trying to figure out how they couldn't know.
Yeah, and that's absolutely understandable.
Because I know a lot of vendors are local to the Louisville area.
Yeah. I think if you're local and you don't know, I think that's on you. But if you're out of state and you didn't know, that's a little bit understandable. I do think PopCon could have communicated better about, hey, like, just so you know, vendors, this is the weekend of the state fair, just to give them a heads up. So I will side with you guys on that. But as far as everything else goes, I did see a lot of really great vendors. You saw them in this video. We talked to a lot of great vendors. I'm always about variety. I know there were a lot of people saying there were multiple people selling knives.
I saw one.
Yeah, I personally, once again, this is from this whole thing is on our experience, so I don't want to invalidate anybody else's experience. We're not. This is from our perspective. I only saw maybe like 2 or 3. Once again, the issue with that, and I can tell you from knowing lots of con owners, is what they usually do is when they're asking you for to apply to be a vendor, they want to know what kind of wares you're selling.
And they did address this in the feedback.
And they did. So if you're not filling out, I will say, as just a little pro tip, if you're not filling out the entire application correctly
or
thoroughly, you may see lots of the same type of vendor. Now, let's get back to critiquing. I don't want to critique too heavily the vendors here.
No.
Let's go back to the actual exhibit hall itself, the vendor hall. My problem with the vendor hall this year was it was all over the place.
I thought it was a maze. It was horrible to get through.
Oh my God.
I got turned around so many times. I did not even get to see all of the vendors. Me personally. I know you did. I wasn't there Friday. I wasn't there for the first night of it.
Was just scattered. So me personally, I like things to kind of be in an order. I know there was a writer's row, which that was cool. But I think what needs to happen is maybe organize it a little bit better by category, possibly maybe have like anime people in a row or something, or even like a gamers row or whatever, or even, and somebody mentioned this in the feedback panel, is I miss the banners telling you what number you're on
now
in the row, like what number, because there were a lot of vendors who would post on the PopCon Louisville group, hey, come find me, I'm in this booth row
C19,
and there was no indication anywhere of what row you're in. At least I saw anyway.
I will say, no, I didn't see anything, but I will say that they did address that slightly in the feedback panel. He said that they wouldn't allow them, the convention center would not allow them to hang banners. I do not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do not know, however, how long in advance they knew that. So I don't know if anything else could have been done in place of that. I don't know if they had time to do like signage in the rows, for example, instead. You know what I'm saying?
So what I think they could have done, and this is just a tip for PopCon, if you guys are watching, I hope the owners that I know and people I know are watching this video. Please watch this video. So we went to Lexington Comic and Toy Con back in March. You already know what I'm probably about to talk about.
Yes.
So when you go to their celebrity row,
love.
It's a great show, by the way.
Yeah.
In the celebrity area, they had these little.
I was talking about this to one of the vendors.
These little flags that kind of stuck up to tell you what, the celebrity was. I think what would have helped.
They were at an angle. So like they stuck out at the end of each booth. Where
go back and watch
up.
our Lexington videos, see what we're talking about.
Great.
If they would have had that on each end of the row, or even
every like a grocery aisle stating what booths were in that row,
or
what row number it was.
They would have had every maybe 15-foot section stick out, so you could kind of see as you're walking down the aisle. Because with those, you won't be able to see them from far away, but if they're spread out down the aisle, you can kind of get an idea of where.
So I will say too, another issue I had with the vendor hall, the exhibitor hall, was that they weren't all straight rows.
Yeah, it was.
That's why I said
it was a maze.
It was like a maze.
Yeah, it was this weird
you couldn't
maze.
just go down one aisle and then turn and come up the other one and
Yeah, I hated that. Don't do that again.
That's why I got lost so many times.
And it made it almost impossible to remember where you had been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did.
Don't do that again.
If you were not paying attention to exactly what you saw at the end of each aisle, it was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know where this layout came from, but it was awful.
Okay, so the layout was terrible. Don't do that again. Make the aisles straight aisles if you guys can. I know another thing that the vendors had a critique on, and I sided with them, is the loading. Now, I don't know from a personal experience because I'm not a vendor, but I did hear that the loading was an issue. That was more of an issue of the building, not PopCon's
That's what
fault.
I was getting ready to say.
Please don't give PopCon crap for that, because that's not their fault.
And we did hear from multiple vendors that the load-in is crap a lot of places they go to.
Yeah. So let's talk about the building itself. So last year's PopCon took place at the Expo Center where the State Fair is. This year it was in the KIC, the Kentucky International Convention Center, downtown. So here's the thing about Louisville. Louisville, I love you. I love you. You're a great city, but y'all don't know how to con. Not everybody doesn't know how to con. Let me be real here. Not everybody doesn't. Some of us do. Some of you do. There is this split. Some want to go back if PopCon goes back next year, which I don't know. We'll get to that at the end.
Fingers crossed.
Some of y'all want PopCon to go back to the Expo Center. A lot of you want to go back to downtown.
They're pretty divided.
I think there needs to be a happy middle somewhere.
I agree.
Here's my problem with the Expo Center. Building is great. Great building. I actually liked it I liked inside it inside for PopCon last year. Biggest issue with that building is parking. Accessibility sucks.
You cannot go in and out easily.
Yeah.
Because when you pay for parking, that's it. You gotta stay on the ground.
So the problem with that is that nobody wants to, at least I don't want to, maybe you want to. I don't like driving in and out of a big ass parking lot to then go find food somewhere 15, 20 minutes away, which in that area, there's really
and then drive all the way back and hope you find a decent parking spot.
Right,
again.
because you're not guaranteed the same spot.
I feel like that is you're wasting almost 2 hours.
You're wasting your day trying to go get food.
2 hours of your time.
Now, thing is could they have food trucks and stuff? That'd be kind of cool.
I think that would be cool.
If they did that in the parking lot so no one has to leave. So maybe if they go back to the Expo Center next year, they could do some sort of deal with the food trucks and stuff, have some food trucks, do what they do at the fair. Because if you don't know about the Kentucky State Fair, it's like a con. It really is.
Yeah.
Since we're from Indy.
It is. It's like an indoor. So the Kentucky State Fair everything is pretty much indoor except for the rides and some food trucks. There is even a lot of food indoors.
Yeah.
But it is almost like an indoor convention and we talked about this about it last year, but
so
it's crazy.
Food trucks would be great if it gave people something to go to. Keep it all in house. You gotta do it there. However, as a con goer, as someone who's been going to cons for 20 years, cons tend to be in a downtown area or a adjacent to downtown area. It's all about walkability. The con experience is typically a weekend or a 2-day. And if you're going to be downtown, if you're going to be in one central area, you really don't want to move your car a whole lot. You want to be able to walk. So my biggest pro about this year's con and where it was located anyway, was there was a Qdoba right down the street.
Yeah.
There was a Dunkin' Donuts down the street.
There was Jimmy
There was a
John's.
Smash Burger, a Jimmy John's. There was lots of food places.
Brewery.
There were places to go get a drink.
Yeah.
A brewery. There was lots of places. So
there was a casino.
A casino. I mean, if you're down for
which
that sort of
also
thing.
has bar and food. You know,
Right? So I mean,
I like
if you're old enough, but like, I liked being downtown.
I did too.
I can understand why people didn't like the building.
I didn't even have issues parking.
Yeah, no issues.
I really didn't. Like the most I had to walk was like a block.
Right.
And
So
I didn't come early in the morning.
So the thing is for a con, that's why a lot of them are downtown, is its accessibility. That's what sucks about the expo center is it's not as accessible. It's away from downtown. There's like no, if you're on a budget, because if a lot of people like to go to cons on a budget, sometimes we've done that too. You want to be able to go get cheap food. And it's close.
I personally liked having the convention downtown Louisville better than I like having a convention downtown Indy, because
That's interesting.
It's
to me upscale.
More. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's way more variety for food in downtown Louisville. There's way more things to do afterwards.
There's way more affordable food in downtown Louisville. Yeah. And downtown Indy is all upscale and like tons of like maybe 3-4 star restaurants, whereas in Louisville it's not, which I think is better.
I think in Indy, at least, you know, we haven't been there for a minute for conventions, but in the downtown walkable area for Indy, there was Steak and Shake and White Castle, and even White Castle was like 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
So
and an Arby's. But Arby's
I don't even remember where
Arby's is
downtown.
right next to White Castle. You probably never noticed it because we're not there.
We never
So another criticism. Let's get off the location. One thing I thought was weird was PopCons from Indy. And they usually always do these huge, like, hello, PopCon attendees. Yes. Good morning, PopCon attendees. Coming up today.
Announcements. There were
right.
No
Y'all know.
announcements.
I know that you owners, I'm talking to you, Carl and Chris, you go to Gen Con all the time. Where were the loud announcements? Now, that may have been a building issue. They might not have had like a good PA system there. I don't know. I don't know that.
Okay, but there are ways to get around.
But I think there were ways to get around that. So I missed the big announcements, hyping people up, getting people excited. Hey, we've got a magic show at the main stage at 2 p.m. Hey, PopCon attendees, we've got a burlesque show coming up at 4 p.m. in the main stage. And hey, PopCon attendees, you know, right now.
Announcing photo ops, too.
Photo ops were not announced.
At least that I'm aware of.
And maybe if they were, we couldn't hear them very well.
So let me ask you, because when we were doing our podcast on the live stage, Brandon did come through and
he said there was an announcement being made.
Right. So what kind of announcement? Where was that coming from? Because I didn't hear anything.
We couldn't hear
what it was. Were those supposed to be the announcements for the entire vendor?
Because we didn't hear them.
Because we were literally right next to it, near where it was supposed to be, and we couldn't hear it. So I can't even imagine the people across the vendor hall heard anything.
Yeah, those announcements, I didn't hear them.
I had absolutely no. If they had announcements, I don't know what they were.
It sounded like when we go to our local Walmart and they do an announcement, and you're like, I don't know what the heck you just said. Like, you know how I always do that? I always laugh about that.
But again, I don't know if that announcement was meant for everybody, if it was just meant for that area. I mean, like, I'm guessing.
Who knows, man? Anyway.
Work on the announcements.
So, announcements. Please work on the announcements. Other thing, too, is the panel rooms. So, if you didn't know where the panel rooms were, they were down a somewhat hidden escalator that was like to the left of the. I mean, it's easily missable if you don't have a reason to look to your left.
There was a sign.
That was nothing too. They needed more signage. That was my other problem with the
See,
con.
and that's the
More
thing.
signage.
I saw the signs this time.
There wasn't enough of them in the vendor hall, though. I don't think.
Okay, in the vendor hall, I'll give
or
you that.
leading up to.
But in the halls,
yeah.
I mean.
But anyway, panel rooms. Let's talk about this.
I personally think you needed a lot.
Let's talk about the panel rooms for a second. So panel rooms were downstairs.
I liked that.
I think it felt kind of disconnected. It felt like we were going into an entirely like we were completely separate from the con.
I disagree.
I think that they could have maybe they weren't allowed to. There were a lot of rooms that were around the corner as you're going up the escalator, so you had to go up an escalator. So to get into so where PopCon was on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it was also downstairs in a whole different access. You had to access it a different way. But I'm curious as to why PopCon wasn't allowed to use the panel rooms and keep everything on the same floor. I personally like it when everything's on the same floor. So I don't know what that was all about. That's just kind of an aesthetic that I particularly enjoy more.
I personally really liked it the way it was.
You did. Well, why?
Because I feel like, okay, someone who has back issues and stuff like that, I found this to be much more, I guess, user-friendly, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
Because I didn't have to walk a gazillion, yards or whatever down to the very end of something to try to find,
right.
a specific room. All I had to do was, and yes, there were signs. All I had to do was come out of the vendor hall, see the sign of where the panels were, take the escalator, and there they were.
Right.
Like you didn't have to go far. Like, yeah,
okay,
it was
that
on
makes
a different
sense.
floor, but it wasn't difficult to get to.
That's true.
Everything was labeled really well when you got down there.
Yeah.
There were staff standing outside of each panel room.
My problem with the panel rooms is they did not have signs on the outside of each room telling you the list of the panels for that day. That is something that they do at Indy. I don't know why that was not done this time. They didn't. They weren't there.
Trying to remember.
They weren't there. You'll see them in the video. There was not signage. You could ask the volunteer, but I kind of like seeing those signs on the outside of each door that says, "Hey, here's today's panels," and it gives you a list of so you can see. One other thing I want to talk about.
I thought they did kind of address that, though. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but
I don't think that was addressed
because I think they did say, someone said, and I may be mistaking it for this, but someone said that things change so often, and then they feel like they're directing people to go to the wrong places.
I don't know about that.
I think that was addressed, but I don't.
You might be misquoting or saying.
I could be.
Other thing.
Just strike.
I want to talk to. I talked to a friend about this over the weekend while we were there, and I miss the booklet. I miss the booklet. They used to give away a booklet. So
I don't know about the booklet.
I'm a Gen Con goer. I used to be for a very long time. Gen Con does this thing where they give you this massive book that they print, and it shows you everything going on throughout the whole entire weekend. It gives you a map that you have with you. PopCon used to do that. And obviously it's not as massive because their show's not as big as Gen Con. Let's be real here. But I miss the program. They used to do a program. And I miss that. And so what I think PopCon should do, I know they've got an app. They want everybody to use an app. I'm all about the aesthetic. And I think there's a lot of people that still are too. And you also need to kind of cater to the parents of those that are bringing their kids.
I think the owners are kind of divided on that.
Well, I don't want to speak for them on that.
No. I don't mean like divided for each other. I think they're kind of divided. Might have been the wrong word.
They see differently on that.
No.
Difference of opinion, maybe.
No, not even with each other.
Well, it's fine, but
I don't know
anyway,
what I'm looking for.
Either way,
just strike it.
I miss a lot of people I've talked to. Miss a book. I loved the convention booklets. I always thought that they were a very handy guide to be able to pull out. You get them when you go to the state fair. Every state fair I've been to, they give you a program usually or something or a map to have on you. I think that would have been helpful to just be able to pull out a map and be like, all right, where am I at? Oh, here I am. Let's go. That would have been nice. maybe even have like a mini directory on a board that shows the map and shows you where everything is when you come in, so you'll know. Have that kind of be outside the vendor hall door somewhere to say, hey, you know, this, you're here, which is the entry, and then when you walk in, that lets everybody know where things are. That might have helped as well. But I think the program would have been great because it would have given you a list of all the panels for the weekend.
Yeah.
Where the photo ops are, what times photo ops are, if I can talk right. What time all the big celebrity panels are going to be, the shows, the things to do, you know, because a lot of people didn't know there were after parties and stuff. So I think if you would have had that program and put it in their hand, they would be like, okay, here we go.
Or announcements.
You know? Or announcements. You guys should have done announcements and make them loud so we can all hear them. What other critiques did I have? My other critique is, and this is one about the city of Louisville. I know you guys want a con, but my thing is,
do you really want the con?
How bad do you guys want a con?
Because you're not acting like you want it very badly.
Because, well, the thing is there's a lot of people that are really, really quick to jump on the con and be like, you're bad,
they
bad
like
con.
the idea.
Bad con, bad. But my thing is we need to lower the temperature because you guys, Louisville, I love the city. I love you as a city. I do. And this is, once again, this is my opinion.
There's a reason we're down here.
We don't represent PopCon with our thoughts and opinions. How bad do you guys want a con? Really? Seriously, take a moment to think about that. Mm-hmm. Because I hear all the time when I'm out and about, when I'm going to shops like the Great Escape, or I go to, the Book and Music Exchange, or wherever I'm on Bardstown Road, or no matter where I am in Louisville, people talk about, I wish we had a con,
We hear it a lot.
You have a con that wants to come down here. But it's like some of you guys get so, and this is my critique of how people are towards cons. It's like you're so quick to write off a convention. And it's like, why? And then you wonder why no one comes. Or they don't come back.
So here's the thing.
You gotta be, hold on. Sorry. You gotta give this con or any con just a little bit of grace. Work with them. Because when they are so willing to do like a feedback panel with you about things, you need to, instead of coming into a feedback panel and yelling at them and dogpiling on them and things like that,
I got some.
There needs to be you need to find a softer approach, because I get it. Losing money sucks, man. It has to suck. PopCon lost tons of money as well. And it sucks. No one wants to lose money. No one. I don't like to lose money. I don't like hearing that you guys lose money. However, how about instead of being like, and if you don't ever want to vend again, I get it. Understandable. It's your choice. I'm not going to hate you for that. I don't hate anybody. It's your choice. I wish more would give them a little bit of grace and say, hey, how about we work together? I think if PopCon worked with the vendors and the vendors worked with PopCon and the city of Louisville, because you're at fault too, the tourism, if everybody could just work together, it could build this convention up. It could be really something special for everyone involved.
I think as attendees, vendors, I think you need to adjust your expectations a little bit.
Yeah.
Not lower standards, adjust expectations. Because I feel like you wanted a con so badly and you expected it to be this big, miraculous, it's going to change the convention scene in Louisville. And
it was like
you got instantly mad when it didn't. And I mean like hateful. Angry, like hateful. Like it was bad. Y'all's reactions were bad. It was not mature. It was not constructive. It was not...
It came off in a very attacking way.
It was aggressive. There we go. It was very aggressive when it did not need to be.
And it didn't feel like there was, you wanted a solution. It was as if you wanted to come and be hateful and angry and then just leave.
Yeah.
And that's that doesn't solve anything.
We had people complain and then didn't even stay for the entire feedback panel to even see how anything would be resolved.
Right.
Like they wanted answers then and there, if they wanted them at all.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I took from it. And I'm not saying everybody at that panel was that way. There was a lot of people at that panel that I saw that were, that stuck around. And
I wasn't even just referring to the feedback panel. I was just referring, to con goers and everything as a whole, adjust expectations, come at it realistically.
But I don't think that if you come at it in an attacking nature and then you come back thinking that you want or hoping that they come back next year. My thing is I want them to come back next year because I still want Louisville to have a con. I think PopCon Louisville can be great. There's some other criticism that I have with PopCon, like, PopCon said they spent a whole bunch of money on advertisement. You can spend a ton of money on advertisement. That doesn't mean anything. I'm going to tell you right now.
Just because you spend more money doesn't mean it's being utilized correctly.
Right.
Look at who you got to, like they said they had like 6,000 flyers passed around.
I didn't see them.
Where? Who? Where did that company hand out those flyers? Where did they distribute them?
And the thing is too is like, here's my,
you need to know where this stuff is going.
And this is a little personal. I'm down here and you guys know that I am all about speaking about PopCon and spreading the word. PopCon had a street team. I think I talked to Donald, Big Don from Established Facts. He's a good friend of ours. And we were talking about how they had a street team.
This was before I knew them.
You guys, where's the street team? I'll gladly volunteer even for a little bit to just go and talk to businesses and things. And I think that's what you guys need is PopCon is so used to having this playbook in Indy and having this comfort of we have people we've known in Indy for over 10 years that they don't really know anybody in Louisville. So you guys need to get to know people in Louisville and utilize people like me, like Raven, and those that can be that bridge between, that can be that bridge between you and them. We got to wrap it up too because we're getting kind of over time, but we need to be that bridge between Indy and Louisville, and you need to start building up more relationships with people down here because we know you guys can't come down here all the time. So if you already have people like me or other people, let us be those people that can help you network and grow your con. So go ahead.
So I just wanted to say that I had mentioned to Brian last week that this kind of reminded me of when I was a DJ. So for anybody who doesn't know, I was a professional wedding DJ for like 5 years. I did pretty much everything within that company except manage the company. So they actually started in a different state and they moved to Indianapolis. And they still had their main hub, I guess, in Minnesota. And the owner of the company would not listen a whole lot or take a whole lot of direction from us down in the indie market or the general manager, not understanding that things needed to be done a lot differently because it was a completely different market. And the great thing about the owners here is that they do take feedback and they do listen.
They absolutely do.
And I'm hoping that they can also learn to adjust their expectations. See, this isn't just for the con goers or the vendors. The owners need to adjust and the staff need to adjust their expectations for coming into a completely new city. Yeah, it's still technically the Midwest, but I mean, completely different. Like they came in and I think that they just expected what they did in Indy to work here. And it's very apparent it's not going to. Like one of the things that was brought up by the vendors in the feedback panel, which I fully support and agree with, do not do a 3-day con next year because you are not as established down here. You are not an established convention here. I mean, it's the city of Louisville has been burned by cons. Now,
that's very true.
A lot of it is on the city and the con goers as well. However, they have been burned by cons. So it's kind of a give and take, a push and pull relationship.
Yeah.
And like you said, they just kind of need to meet in the middle. And Yeah, do you see where I'm going?
No,
with
I
that?
get it. I think there needs to be a lot of meeting in the middle on everyone's side, and I I don't I want Louisville to have a con.
I would love it to be PopCon.
You have PopCon. That I think PopCon loves Louisville. They wouldn't have came down here if they didn't. You know, I went out of, you know, I had told them to come down here. I've been championing for the city to have a con for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, Raven knows this.
Oh yeah.
And since I've known the guys that run PopCon since its inception, you know, would I be upset if they didn't come back? Kinda. I'd be disappointed, but I also understand. You know, because they have to take a risk too to come back here. It's a risk on everybody's side.
It is.
Everybody has to take a risk. The owners got to take a risk. The vendors got to take a risk. You know, and I get that. So I'm hoping that the owners can reach out to the vendors, and the vendors can reach back to the owners and say, "Hey, what can we all do to thrive and succeed?" Because if we all win, it's fun. I do think that a 2-day con would be good. Maybe make Friday a preview night. Someone had mentioned that in the panel. You know, maybe make the first night Friday from 4 to 7, maybe. You know, and then have Saturday and Sunday your big days, or something like that. Maybe a different venue. There's other venues in the area.
That's what I was going to say.
Try something new, different.
I know a big thing was that yes, this was the only weekend that was available for the convention center because of the state fair. However, was it the only date available for other venues?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
were you dead set on getting the convention center, so this was the date you decided to accept? Or was there even talk, you know, about like, okay, well, this is the only date available here, you know, but let's check out other, you know, possible venues in the area, not even necessarily downtown, but like, what made you so set on the convention center? Like, why was that the deciding factor? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, maybe it would have worked a different weekend and a different venue.
Yeah. A few of the things we did like. We've been
I know,
we haven't talked about anything good.
We
really enjoyed the burlesque show. Bet's Burlesque. I think they're out of New Albany, which is not too far from here. That was a great show. Love the burlesque show. That was a lot of fun. The magicians are always great. You know,
I didn't get to see the magicians.
Yeah, we didn't really get to see a whole lot of the magicians. I did talk to Richard Darshwood.
So what was your favorite part of PopCon this week?
Man, my favorite part of PopCon.
I already know what mine is.
I'm trying to think. What was my favorite?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Improv.
Oh yeah, dude, God, a fucking idiot.
So not only
I totally am an idiot. I feel so dumb.
Not only attending the improv second breakfast, but also they hosted an improv workshop.
Yeah,
that was so much fun. There was more people attended that than they anticipated, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, if you don't do anything at PopCon,
was awful, but it was fun.
Go. If you're gonna come to PopCon Indy, which you should. And I'm going to say, I challenge if those of you that vended at PopCon Louisville, maybe you're disappointed, go vend at Indy.
Yeah.
I think you'll do a lot. I think you will do really well at Indy.
Yeah. They're definitely more established there.
Yeah. So, but as an attendee, whether you go to PopCon Indy, whether we have another PopCon Louisville, if you don't do anything, go check out the Second Breakfast Improv. Those guys are great. I've known them since they started.
They've been doing improv for years.
They are hilarious.
They keep getting better.
And we had not went to a workshop. Now I want to talk about why we went.
Yeah.
I have an old friend named Peter Spellos. May he rest in peace. He's the one that started Breakfast Anytime, which is what Second Breakfast Improv kind of spawned from the ashes of that. And all of us knew Peter. Peter was a great guy, such a nice man. He was someone that I've always looked forward to seeing at PopCon every year. I know you're getting a little emotional about it. It's fine. The reason why I went was because Peter had always. I looked through my phone. I had old messages of Peter saying, "Hey, you gonna come to the improv?" I always told him I was gonna go.
He was always inviting us.
We never went, so we went. So we went. I went for Peter, and I'm glad I did. And I challenge you, if you've never gotten into comedy or improv or anything, or you want looking for an event, maybe get you out of your shell, go to the workshop for sure.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And go check out the show. And go check them out. They do a lot of stuff in indie. Go check them out too.
Don
They're hilarious.
and Josh, who ran the workshop, they're fantastic people, and I went there to support them. I did not anticipate how much fun I would have, like participating in the workshop.
I did.
Because
like when they go up and play those games, I'm like, I want to play too. That looks like so much fun. And they did a lot of the games, like the tag, the freeze thing. I love that one thing that they do.
It's cool
so
because
good.
like you definitely get a feel for what you would be good at and what you need work on.
Yeah.
And there are some things that come naturally to me. Some of it was not.
Right.
Did not.
But guys, we, as much as we would like to keep talking, we've been going on for almost an hour now.
Your favorite too?
That was my favorite
okay.
too. Yeah. We've been going for an hour. We do appreciate you for watching this video. Please subscribe to us. Please leave all the comments.
Yeah.
Leave them. What did you like? What did you not like? Leave your criticisms. You can do it here down in the comments below. Let us know. Please subscribe to us for more convention vlogs. We're going to be heading to Scarefest. I think that's our next one. We've got a few horror cons coming up. It's getting to be spooky season. It's one of our favorite times of year. So you'll see us there. And please share those comments with us. We want to hear them. We read them. We do reply to comments as well. And thank you so much for watching. We do hope to have PopCon Louisville come back to Louisville next year. Don't know. I don't even know. I know nothing about that. So we're hoping, and we do hope to see you there because they do come back. We'll be there. But thank you guys so much for watching our video about PopCon Louisville 2024. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.